South Korea's president has condemned the actions of the captain and crew of the sunken ferry as being like an act of murder. Park Geun-hye's comments come as 4 more crew members were arrested. Divers are continuing to retrieve bodies from within the ferry. At least 64 people are now confirmed to have died in the tragedy. Well, the search is continuing for more than 200 others who are still missing. The Seawall ferry was a 146-metre-long ship. Divers are trying to get to the middle decks. Some rescued passengers claimed the missing people are likely to have congregated in 2 main places: the games room and the restaurant. When it sank, the Coast Guard began pumping air into the hull to provide air pockets for any survivors. Our correspondent Adrian Brown covering the story from the port city of Jindo. Adrian, the president there having very harsh words for the crew, the members who have been arrested, and the captain. It's very clear, isn't it? She's not going to show them any mercy.
That's right. The captain really is a figure of hate in this country at the moment, and he really is the focus of so much anger from the families, and perhaps, for good reason. But the authorities really are moving swiftly now, it seems. We've got 4 more arrests today. There were 3 at the weekend, including, of course, the captain, who's been charged with breaching maritime law and also negligence. And, of course, prosecutors accuse him of breaching the most important maritime protocol of all, which is abandoning the ship before all the passengers had left. And today, the President Park Geun-hye, added her condemnation to the chorus of criticism over the captain's actions. She was meeting her aides earlier, and this is what she had to say.
선장과 일부 승무원들의 행위는
The conduct of the captain and some crew members is unfathomable. It was like an act of murder that cannot and should not be tolerated. Right after the accident, the captain did not immediately follow the evacuation orders of the Shindo Vessel Traffic Service Centre. While telling the passengers to stay where they were, the captain and his crew members left and escaped first. This is legally and ethically something that's unimaginable.
And meanwhile, Adrian, the agonising wait for relatives continues.
That's right, Laura. And, their anguish has really been compounded by the release of those transcripts of the final ship-to-shore radio exchanges between port officials and the crew on the bridge of the stricken ferry. During one passage, the crew say to the port officials, "We've lost our ability to broadcast, and the passengers can't move." Now, that indicates that the vessel's in-house internal communications system failed, and that's something that's been backed up by survivors who say they never heard an order to evacuate. Remember, the captain waited 30 minutes before ordering an evacuation, but many survivors say they never heard that, and this is going to be at the core of what will be a very long-running inquiry, Laura.
OK, Adrian Brown reporting for us live there from Jindo. Thanks very much, Adrian.